Coming right back, this is BBC Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker, 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Nick Qureshi. A senior Conservative MP has accused the government of behaving like libertarian jihadists in their economic policies. Robert Halfon said Liz Truss's administration had treated the whole country as laboratory mice on which to carry out ultra-free market experiments. The new Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, is holding talks today with Ms Truss after she sacked his predecessor, Kwasi Kwarteng, on Friday. The government has already ditched two key measures from the mini-budget set out by Mr Kwarteng. And our political correspondent, Pete Saul, says there could be more U-turns.
One newspaper report this morning suggests that another centrepiece of the not-so-mini budget, the bringing forward of the cut in the basic rate in income tax, is also now going to be shelved, the Treasury not confirming or denying that particular report. And I suppose the other question now, as we look ahead to these talks, is who is actually going to be leading them? Jeremy Hunt, increasingly, in a lot of people's view, is starting to look more and more like a caretaker Prime Minister.
The Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, has announced plans for a crackdown on the kind of protests carried out by environmental groups. The proposals include jail sentences of up to 6 months for demonstrators who lock themselves to buildings or other people. China's leader has indicated there will be no easing of the country's strict COVID measures. In his speech to the Communist Party Congress, Xi Jinping also said he wouldn't rule out force as a means of reunifying Taiwan with the mainland. From Beijing, Stephen McDonnell.
The most important thing which most Chinese people were waiting to hear from their leader was whether the government plans to ease COVID restrictions after the Communist Party Congress. However, Xi Jinping's remarks seemed to indicate that lockdowns, testing, scanning and quarantine would remain. His nearly 2-hour-long speech barely mentioned economic pressures here, with no reference to the property crisis or soaring youth unemployment. He said his government had restored order in Hong Kong and, while it wanted peaceful reunification for Taiwan and the mainland, that force could not be ruled out.
The American boxer Claressa Shields has become the undisputed middleweight champion by beating her longtime rival, Britain's Savannah Marshall, at the O2 Arena in London. The fight was the first time two female boxers had headlined at a major venue in the UK. Buckingham Palace says more than 1,000 stuffed Paddington bears and other teddies left by people as tributes to Queen Elizabeth have been donated to the children's charity Barnardo's. Lynn Perry from Barnardo's says the bears are incredibly special.
I can't tell you just how grateful and how meaningful it will be, I think, to receive one of these bears for our children. We will be able to tell the story of